This video is going to show you how to create citations for your Works Cited page according to MLA 9th edition guidelines. I'm just going to cover how to create citations for some of the most commonly used sources in this video. So if you're trying to make a citation for a source that was not covered in this video, please make an appointment at the Writing Center and we can work it out with you. So I wanted to start by showing a citation for a book according to MLA 9th edition guidelines. And I wanted to start by just showing the basic format. You're going to have the name of the author first, last name, comma, first name, period, the title of the book, followed by a period, the city of publication, followed by a comma, the publisher, followed by a comma, and then the publication date, followed by a period. But there are some special rules with this. So you're only going to include the city if the work was published before 1900, or if the publisher has offices in more than one country, or if the publisher is located outside of North America. So that's the basic formatting. So getting into more details with the books. So this is what that citation for a book with one author is going to look like. Continuing on with books, if the book has two authors, you just include both of the authors' names, but all the rest of the formatting is going to be the same. If the book is written by a corporate author or an organization, you replace the author's name with that corporate author or organization. And then if your book doesn't have an author, you just remove that first part where you would put the author and start with the name of the book. Besides books, if you're creating a citation for an online source, there are a few different ways to do that depending on what your online source looks like. If you're citing an entire website, you include the author's name, the name of the site, which is italicized, the URL, and then the date that you accessed the website. If you're just citing a page on a website with an author, you include the name of the author, the name of the page in quotation marks, the publisher, which is italicized, and then the URL and access date. If you're citing a page on a website with no author, you do the same thing, just removing that author's name. For a personal interview, you're going to include the name of the person that you interviewed, the words personal interview, and then the date that the interview happened. For a periodical, such as an article in a magazine, this is what the basic format is going to look like. So you're going to have the author or authors' names, the title of article in quotation marks, the title of the periodical italicized, and then the day, month, year it was published, and then the pages that you used in your paper. This is what it would look like. For an article in a newspaper, you are going to do the same thing. Other periodicals, such as an article without an author, you start with the name of the article and then include everything else the same way. For an article in a scholarly journal, you are going to have the author or authors' names, the title of the article in quotation marks, the title of the journal italicized, the volume, issue, year, and pages. So that is what that would look like. So now that we've gone over all the different types of citations, depending on what type of source you have, I wanted to show what that would look like in your paper. So at the top of your Works Cited page, it's going to be on its own page. You have the words Works Cited, centered and bolded, and then you put all of your citations below that. They are going to be double spaced, have hanging indents, and be in alphabetical order. And I showed how to create that hanging indent and make sure everything is double spaced and formatted correctly in the first part of my APA references page video, which you can find on our channel. So that's the APA references page, part 1 video. I showed how to create that hanging indent, double space, center and bold your title on that video. So make sure to check that out if you want to see how that is done. But again, if you were trying to make a citation for a source that was not covered in this video, or you want to talk about how to create this page, you can always make an appointment at the Writing Center. Thank you.